Hello. Today I'm going to share with you what changed my life when I learned that the world rewards and values those who are prepared. Not the lucky ones, not the loud ones, even not the most talented ones are not valued by the world. The world values those who are prepared. So, if you have finances, concerns, your mindset, and your health are not where you want to be, just stay with me because it's not a punishment, it is an invitation for you to rebuild or reinvent yourself into somebody new who is successful. So, briefly, I learned that preparation equals power. I'm Linda. When I left my 9 to 5 job, I learned a lot about preparation because I was not prepared. So, in this video, do stay with me because I am going to share with you why preparation is important from shifting you between where you are and where you want to be. These are lessons I learned. It was hard, it was painful, but I look back and I'm very grateful that I went through that dark patch. So, why is preparation important? I'm going to look at 3 areas: the mindset, I'm going to look at the financial foundation, and I'm going to look at daily habits. These are 3 areas of focus just for today. So, what happened was that as I was dissatisfied, uncomfortable about where I was when I left my 9 to 5 job, it became important for me to do self-reflection. Where I wanted to be, how was I prepared, and I was honest with myself that I was not adequately prepared for leaving a 9 to 5 job to deciding to be an entrepreneur. That mindset, it took me to revising my values, accepting that although I was a lawyer, that had nothing to do with being an entrepreneur. I had no title, the phones were not ringing, there were no emails. I was totally alone at ground zero. And that was beautiful because as I continued to look at myself, to look at my life, I then realized that there was a light at the end of the tunnel because of my experience, because of what I had done, and I even evaluated what people wanted from me. So I realized that I was not empty, that I needed just to banish the limiting feelings of fear, of anxiety, of being despondent. I became confident that I still had something to offer, and that I was going to turn that around into a business that is aligned with my values and choices. So that was the first thing that it encouraged me to move forward. Secondly, I became very realistic about the fact that I needed to inform myself about money, what money is, how to make money, and still have a balanced life and not be sucked into the daily grind of working something like 18 hours. I was no longer enthusiastic about just being a slave and selling and trading my time for money. It was quite revealing because I decided that it was important for me to read books on finance, saving, making money, and accepting the importance of numbers, making sure that I'm excited about budgeting and pruning what I no longer needed in my life, the frills. So, the second acceptance was that whether I liked it or not, I needed to be comfortable about numbers, reading books, and making sure that my attitude or my relationship with money, if there is something like that, that I just needed to understand that money is a tool. It's a vehicle for me to take me where I want to be. And when I grasped that, I was not afraid to look at my bank balance. If, for instance, I was seeing the graph going down, that was fine. I then asked myself what I needed to do to change the situation in a very honest and relaxed manner. So I also invite you to stay with me. Don't be afraid to look at numbers, to inform yourself about just finance, about investing in yourself by investing in assets, not just consuming and buying what you do not need. That is very liberating because we do tend to overconsume simply because we think we are going to feel better. I learned that that was not the case. That, like any other thing, money was a tool, that it didn't make me happy. Instead, where I wanted to be, the journey was enjoyable. Sometimes I didn't even have money to spend, but I enjoyed the journey of going to where I wanted to be. I even registered for a course. It was a 12-month course with Modern Wealthy. Do visit my website because I registered for Modern Wealthy. And what was interesting is that there was emphasis on preparation, preparation, preparation. So, financial foundation became very, very important for me. And thirdly, stay with me on this one, the daily habits. I revised my daily habits. Bit by bit, I accepted that no matter how small things were, I just needed to get myself organized in the morning, first thing in the morning, the first hour. How do I want this day to be? What do I want to do? Initially, it was like writing an assignment. However, I started enjoying it, and I started enjoying the fact that my life was becoming focused. I challenged myself to tackle the most difficult things in the morning, and that made the day manageable. I enjoyed it. It gave me a sense of achievement, and I just maintained the spirit that was very, very uplifting, and it didn't come from outside. It came from me. So I was very excited about that. What did I learn? I learned that repetition is important. I learned that whatever it took, I needed to get up earlier than usual, be quiet so that I read my thoughts and feelings, get myself organized, hydrate, and not just be enjoying the usual cup of coffee. I needed to hydrate because I became very health conscious. After all, I accepted that I live in this body and that I needed to take care of the body. And that is why I started walking early in the morning, one thing led to another. I was no longer just dragging myself out to go and walk and run. Today, I don't even skip a day without walking, doing stretches, and I love every minute of it. It was repetition, repetition. So, stay with me. The lesson: I stopped chasing success. After all, I was no longer the lawyer, the human rights lawyer with these titles, etc. I was just myself. I became confident, and I learned that as I was not chasing success, whether it was financial success or business success, whatever, I relaxed, and success just came to me because I was becoming success. You are in a position to be success. I guarantee something will happen. You will feel a shift. Even your environment will tell you what it is that resonates with you. You will not be comfortable in a negative environment. The noises, whether you are a woman over 40, you are living in any country, UK, US, Germany, Africa, wherever, Saudi Arabia, as long as you are a woman over 40, you know what? You have wisdom, your experience. There is so much you've gained. You have wisdom. All that you need to do is just to relax and let the wisdom flow through you, and ideas, strategies will happen. After all, you will be becoming success, not chasing it. I learned these lessons. So, in my other video, I made a video on the 10 tips of money. After this video, do watch that video because it speaks to what I have just shared with you, and I guarantee it will add value. Just watch that video, and I would like to hear comments from you. Indicate what you'd like to hear from these videos, because I'm going to be running a series. It's going to be a series of about 5. I'd like your comments. Don't forget to press the like button and do subscribe. Share this with other people so that we build a community of people who are prepared, people who are success. Thank you for your time.